Chapter 7. Training, Dooku's Lair, Starkiller. I slashed down madly at the training droid before me, rage fueling all of my actions. The saber provided by my newest friend Darth Sidious is the weapon now in my hand as I continue my relentless assault of this pathetic excuse for a droid. As a part of my training I must learn how to use a lightsaber, not that I will complain. It is a vital part of a Sith's skills to learn combat with a saber, and the dark side has given me more power than I could have ever imagined. The very thought of the power at my disposal makes me greedy and gives me a deep resentment of those who rejected me as a baby, a child left to wonder. The galaxy because of some stupid vision now look at me. I am friends with the most powerful people in the galaxy and am well on my way to becoming one of them. All thoughts of my previous life vanish. Like the morning dew and I thrust the saber into the body of the droid, it falls to my feet in a heap, the hole smoking. Excellent, Sidious says with a nod. You will make a fine addition to my forces. Now, produce force lightning. He orders me. I do not spare it a second thought as I raise my hand to the wall and lightning springs from my palm, causing the air around it to sizzle. The force lightning is blue and gives off an array of power that causes Darth Sidious to smile evilly. You have done well, he says. I bow in a sign of respect. Come. Walk with me. I comply willingly, my 28-year-old body more than relishing in the fact that I am doing something to strain myself. Pain is my power source, but hatred is what gives me strength. After just a day, under the constant supervision of my friend, I have become more powerful than anyone in the galaxy, apart from Sidious, and am the key to the Jedi's downfall. Once my training is complete I will lead the army that Sidious has promised to the Jedi and destroy them all once and for all. However, to my outrage I have discovered that it is Dooku who will be leading the first attack, and that I will simply be there afterwards to pick up the pieces. There is no bigger insult to me, but I wish to retain my friend's trust and friendship. Starkiller, it has come to my attention that you have grown restless. He informs me. I marvel at how well informed he is. After a day in training you have become more powerful than I could have dreamed. It is time to demonstrate your skills to the Jedi. I arch both eyebrows. But, Sidious, I thought that you wished me to remain a secret so that I could become powerful enough to destroy the Jedi. I say softly, a voice I use around friends though conveys how immersed in the dark side I am. Is this not your wish anymore? He chuckles. No, my friend, that is still my wish. However, you have grown so powerful in a day that I wish to demonstrate these skills to the Jedi scum and bring the Republic to his pitiful knees. He states. I trust you are up to the task, my friend. Of course, I agree. Anything for you, Lord Sidious. Smiling wickedly, he nods. Good. Sidious says. There is a Republic base on Alderaan, one that no separatist group has yet been able to destroy. It is the most blockaded planet in the Republic aside from Coruscant. I want you to take a cloak to mask your identity, go to Alderaan and eradicate the Republic presence there. Bring Senator Bail Organa back here to Sereno and imprison him in the cell. Once your task is complete I will give you more information. When do I leave, Sidious? 3 days hence, he decides. I want to ensure that you will not be eliminated by any of the Republic's forces or the Jedi scum. I nod. Of course, I say. Those Jedi will not know what hit them, and I can certainly guarantee that they will panic and soon be destroyed. It's not as if they have a force wielder to protect them. Breakfast, day 6, Ahsoka Tano. I wake up to the beeping of my chrono once more, but this time I manage not to do anything to it. Reaching out, I slam my hand on the button that turns it off and turn over onto my back in my bed. This is one of those days when I am far too comfortable and content to get out of bed right away, something that comes by every few weeks and is rather hard to overcome. With a sigh, I close my eyes and lean my head back into the pillow. The beds in the temple might not be perfect, but after a sleep in them, you don't seem to want to get up. Then again, what person does want to get up? Turning to look at my chrono, I groan with the knowledge that it is once again 6 o'clock, and I turn over onto my side, so that I can face the door. Anakin said the day before that I was not to arrive at his or many time before 8 o'clock and that I had to be there by 10, or else I'm not sure what the last part was supposed to mean exactly, but I do know that it involves a sort of punishment. Yawning, I close my eyes again and try to get back to sleep, only to find that I can't since the council brought in these chronos that go off every 10 minutes if you aren't out of bed. With a groan, I use the force to turn off the chrono and get out of bed. I don't really have much of a choice but to get up now, do I? Standing, I sleepily drag my feet as I walk into the fresher and change out of my sleepwear. When I return into the main part of my room, Master Kenobi is sitting on the bed which I forgot to make but has suspiciously been made. Master Kenobi, I say sleepily, still very tired. You seem to be sat there a lot. Obi-Wan chuckles. Yes, I do, don't I? He replies. You certainly seem to fix your chrono first. What? I asked stupidly before grasping what he's talking about. Oh, that. I guess I did. I regard him silently for a moment. If you don't mind me asking, why is it that you are always here? In the mornings. But when you feel like checking up on me, that is. Did the council ask you to watch me? To my confusion, his expression turns deadly serious, and I wonder if the council is a touchy subject for him. Actually, they have. He replies, standing up. Your force presence has become more powerful. Almost overnight, Ahsoka. Master Yoda is curious about why that is. I frown. How can a person's force presence become more powerful? I ask. I thought it just stayed as it was and only changed from the time when you were a baby to when you're 10 years old. That's not exactly how it works, Obi-Wan says, but gives no further explanation. His expression softens, to my relief, and he moves slightly to stand near the door. I just want you to know that the council believes that the time you saw Anakin had a rather profound effect on you, and that it is the reason for the increase of power in your force presence. They think that one visit can do all that. I question, tilting my head to the side slightly. No, we think that it will take a few visits to do that, Obi-Wan says, his expression turns back to the deadly serious one. I just wanted to ask if there was something you wanted to tell me. I think for a split second. Anakin told me that the council would go berserk if they found out I was visiting him. Well, half of the council would. It would create another argument about whether or not I should be allowed to visit, and then it would end up with a tough decision for me. No, I reply. There's nothing I want to tell you. I deliberately use the word want because then if he ever does find out he cannot say that I lied. He nods. I see, he does not sound at all convinced. Well, I have to go to Christosis to deal with the separatists there, so I will not see you for a few weeks. Let me know how the competition goes. Will do, Master Kenobi. I watch him leave and breathe a sigh of relief. The council aren't as stupid as I first thought. They know that something is going on. Hopefully they won't figure out that I have gone back to see Anakin, but if they do, there isn't really any harm in me seeing him. All I'm doing is keeping him company, and if that's a crime, then there is something seriously wrong with the galaxy. Sighing, I shake my head to get rid of the thoughts that the council know about what is going on. That is a surefire way to get caught, and check my chrono again. It's only 6:20. Groaning, I decide that it is probably best if I go for breakfast. However, the moment I walk out of my door, I nearly collide with the twins, who are on their way to the mess hall for something to eat. I imagine they never stop eating and never seem to gain a pound. Talk about metabolism. Hey Ahsoka. Kay greets. Tired. Like you wouldn't believe, I grumble. How'd it go with Master Windu, Jay? Jay shrugged his shoulders. Got told off, had to fix a crack in the ceiling overnight. Nothing a little breakfast won't fix. You coming to breakfast today? Kay asks. Yeah, I reply. My mentor doesn't want me to come round until at least sometime between 8 and 10. Really? Jay questions in disbelief. Whoa, you must have gotten one of the best mentors in the temple. What's his name? I smirk. Nice try, I say. Let's just get some breakfast. They nod, obviously disappointed, but their spirits still stay at that sky-high level. You know we're going to find out, right? Somehow I doubt that, I comment. You're not going to get into any more trouble with Master Windu today, are you? Nah, we've learned that lesson, Kay says. At least for now. Who's your victim today? I ask, trying to act casual when my mind is buzzing with ideas about things I don't even know about. Some snotty younger initiates. Jay informs me. But let's not talk about that right now, let's eat. The doors to the mess hall open due to a motion detector, and I almost pause in the doorway when I see how many younglings there are inside. The mess hall is so big that there is always 10 or so tables. Free, but there has to be around 3/4 of the younglings in the temple in here right now. It's not that I'm shy or anything, but when most of them look up at me like I'm some kind of god, that tends to make a person uneasy. Avoiding eye contact, I walk with the twins to get our breakfast, and the moment we have picked a table and sat down, 2 of the younglings rush over to me, obviously about 9 or 10. Hey, are you Ahsoka Tano? The bigger one asks. Yes, I reply. Why do you ask? Is it true that you made the letters in the ashes change place with the Force? The smaller one questions. I go silent, unsure of what to say, and look at the twins for help. Well, I have no idea what to say without implying that it was Anakin who did this, or, as they know him, my secret mentor. Yes, she did. Jay answers for me, and I give him a look that clearly says to stop, but he doesn't. Now run along or else. They are quick to move away, and I do not miss the way that everyone was listening, and are now talking to one another about it. I start to eat the cereal that tastes like stale bread. I'll eat anything to calm my nerves, and the next second Barris has sat down next to me. Good morning, Ahsoka. She greets. Morning, Barris. I reply, still far off in my thoughts. How's your life? Fine, why wouldn't it be? She frowns. Because mine just became the focus of everyone in this room, I grumble. It doesn't take much to excite the younger initiates. Barris chuckles. No, I suppose it doesn't. She frowns at the breakfast I am eating. Why are you eating that? Aren't competitors supposed to be on special diets from their mentors? I look up at her with an unreadable expression and look down at what she's eating. You're eating toast, I say. That's a nice diet. That's not what I mean, weren't you given one? Well, I guess in a way I was, I slowly confirm. But I can eat whatever I want to swallow. To avoid speaking anymore, I shovel some food into my mouth. So, Barris, who's your mentor? Kay asks in the middle of his eating. Master Luminar, Barris replies. She's considering taking me as her Padawan. They whistle. Nicely done, Jay says. What about you, Ahsoka? Will your mentor take you as a Padawan? I don't see how that's possible, I murmur. What? I doubt it. I say, swallowing the food in my mouth. He's always really busy doing things. That doesn't mean he can't take you on as a Padawan, Barris reminds me. It just means you'll be really busy too. Force, I hope not, I say quiet enough for only those around me to hear. When do you have to get back to Master Luminar? 7. What about you? Any time between 8 and 10. He likes to sleep in late. Well, he's got the right idea, Case says, still shoveling food into his mouth. Wait, doesn't the chrono wake him up? He doesn't have one, I think he threw it away. I'm not sure. I like him already, Jay comments. Oh gosh, Master Sakur's here to choose a Padawan. But look, I mumble, my mouth full of food. Let me know if she chooses you. We're sat right here. I know, but you'll probably go so quiet I won't know if you're still sat at this table or not. I say, smiling sweetly before resuming eating. The last time a Jedi Knight or Master came in to choose a Padawan was a week ago. Their last Padawan had been shot down in battle, and the silence that had descended on the room was unbelievable. I know that I won't be chosen because I have yet to make my lightsaber, which is vital for a Padawan to have, and now that Anakin is my mentor, I'm loath to have anyone else teach me. I've learned more with him in a day than I would with any Jedi in a week. Kay slaps me on the arm playfully and he and his twin roll their eyes. We are all eating in silence for a few seconds when a set of footsteps, with 2 long strides to be younglings, stop directly behind us. I oppress a smirk as the twins both go incredibly silent, and still something that is their trademark whenever they get nervous. A hand comes into view and lands not on their shoulders as I expected, but on mine. Frowning, I turn around to see that it is not Master Sakur, but Master Plo. What now? Master Plo, I greet in the usual Jedi fashion, the briefness being one of the Order's finest traits. I didn't know you were here. I was masking my force presence from some new initiates, he says calmly. It doesn't take much to excite them these days. I cannot help but marvel at the fact that everyone appears to be saying that. Today, I came to check up on you. I thought Master Kenobi was supposed to be doing that. I ask, confused. Yes, but he is away on a mission as you know. Master Plo reminds me. His attention is momentarily diverted by another Jedi Master, and Kay grabs my attention. Why are members of the council checking up on you? He whispers. That's something I stumbled upon, I whisper back. Long story. I have to go, Ahsoka. Try to stay out of trouble. Master Plo says. Don't think we didn't know you were in the vents with those 2 yesterday evening. The twins' faces go bright red, but I don't say a thing, like someone who knows how not to give something away does. As he walks away I turn back around to finish sheeting and barely notice the way that the twins and everyone in the vicinity is staring at me as though I'm hiding something, which of course I am, and it's only when Barris nudges me in the ribs that I notice it. I look at Jay. Why is everyone staring at me again? I ask. Because the council keeps checking up on you, that's why. He replies. It's just because I disagree with them on something, I say. They'll lose interest in a week. Besides, I'm just a youngling, what can I do? Change some letters around in the ashes, that's what. Kay mutters with a smirk. I roll my eyes and glance at the massive chrono built into the wall. It's almost 7, I mutter. Don't you have to go now, Barris? Yes, I do. She replies, standing up. I'll see you later, Ahsoka. Yeah, but I say, watching as she walks out of the door and presumably towards Master Luminar's room. I then realize that the twins have lessons until they are made Padawans and turn back to them. Don't you have lessons yet? Nope, someone flooded the room we train in. We get the day off. Kay says with a strange gleam in his eye. Yeah, I wonder who that was. I say, rolling my eyes, something I do a lot whenever the twins are around. I'd better get going too. I decide. What? I thought you said you were allowed to go at any time between 8 and 10. I am, but it takes forever to get there. I say, standing. See you later. See ya. They reply before shoveling the remainders of their meals into their mouths. The moment I have left the mess hall I am relieved. There were far too many people looking at me, and it is rather unnerving. Quickly, I head through the corridors of sleepy GD. Everyone is sleepy and tired in the mornings, even if you're a GD master, and slip into the deserted corridor with ease. It takes me about 3 minutes to take off the vent cover, slip through the gap and resecure it. With a sigh, I begin the journey down the overly large vent and think about what Master Kenobi told me early this morning. The council know that I have gone back to visit Anakin, that much is obvious. What I don't understand is, if they know this, why don't they stop me? Wasn't it them who specifically asked for me not to go back and see him? I shake my head. The council can be really confusing when they want to be even more confusing than a force wielder who won't tell me any details about his past. After wondering about the council's intentions, taking a few detours to pass the time and an hour and a half passing by, I come to a stop beside the next vent cover, climbing through the gap that it leaves. Once taken off and resecuring it, I walk down the corridor to Anakin's room and knock on the door. I'm not sure if he's awake or not, but we did agree on this time, so he can't exactly argue with me, can he? The door opens to reveal that he is standing there and does not look the least bit tired. I wonder if one good night's sleep can do all of that. It usually takes me about 5 or 6 restful nights to stop being tired completely. Hey Snips. He greets, making my eyes narrow at the nickname. I have something I want to show you.